We got married a little over 2 years ago, a small destination wedding on the beach. We are both 34 currently. He had just got out of an 8-year relationship, a few months before we got married. For some context, we did know each for almost 20 years, just never really hung out or anything alone. The day we got married, I was unaware of the fact that him and his ex had been texting most of the day. I didn't learn about this until the evening, but we was married and I told him I would give him the benefit of the doubt and give it a shot. In the first year, he worked roughly 6 months and hasn't worked since. Multiple times my mom or dad had helped me with bills, so I would have a few $100s in my wallet. Well, anytime I thought I had a certain amount of money, it would magically start to disappear. So I started to watch my cameras in my apartment to find out if he was taking the money. Of course, he denied it. But anytime I watched the camera, he would act like he accidentally knocked over the camera. For reference, the camera are mounted to the walls and on top of furniture, so I knew that was a lie. But I just told him to ask me and started not to carry any cash. As the first year of our marriage went on, I kept getting messages from his ex that they had been talking. I just laughed and told him what's good for one is goof for everyone. I guess he thought I was joking, but I honestly wasn't. Every few months, I would receive some crazy message from her. But I had cameras and knew he never left. Almost a month before our first anniversary, I looked up his Google location that he gave me access to. I was shocked but not surprised to see him at a hotel. He came home each night and acted like everything was fine. I just asked how blah blah was doing. He just laughed and acted like I was crazy and told me he was at work. I knew he was lying. I told him, "You remember you gave me access to your Google account so I can track you." I also told him, "You do you and I'll do me." Both responded no comment and straight to bed. That was 4 days in a row. The fourth night, I was like, I know he's there with here, I'll just go to bed. And sure enough, that is what I did. But it was a short nap. As soon as I was asleep, he came in crying about blah blah and telling me how she died. I was confused. I asked him to repeat himself. I was slightly relieved that I didn't have to deal with her because the messages she sent me came with threats. So I was relieved that I didn't have to deal with it or her. As you can tell, that's a lot and just in the first year, but there's so much more. Not only stealing from me, but all stealing from my mom the same week she moved in with me. So I don't know, AITA, or should I have left sooner?